Do you want to learn how to make the most of your wardrobe? Well, in this video, I have a couple of tips on how to do just that. First of all, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marleen. I'm a personal stylist. Here on my channel, I focus on all things plus size fashion. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about simple and easy ways to create new outfits with the pieces that you already own. However, this is not so much about the clothes. This is more about the mindset. Most of us already have a wardrobe that is bursting to the seam full of goodies. And the best way to create new from what we already own is to do a wardrobe reset. Now, a wardrobe reset basically means to organize your wardrobe and to have a good clear out. Now, start with organizing your wardrobe. Take all your winter pieces or whatever season you're coming out of. If you have pieces that doesn't work for all year round, put them in a pile, maybe in a suitcase under your bed, a bag in the attic, or even if you have the wardrobe space, hang them to the one side in the wardrobe. But get rid of the pieces that doesn't work for the season you're coming up to and you want to make more outfits with. While you're clearing, in my case, all the winter pieces to one side, I am organizing and I am clearing out. Meaning if I have winter pieces that I know ain't going to work for another season, it's time for them to move on to a new home or to the recycling bin if need be. Also, if I had winter pieces that I didn't wear this previous winter, I will take them to one side, I'll try them all on and I'll assess why I don't wear them. And more than likely, if I haven't worn them for a full winter, it's time for them to go as well. So that is kind of what I do. I do this season by season, meaning the job isn't going to be too big. It's not going to take too long. And I'm only focusing on a smaller piece. While we're doing this wardrobe reset, it's also a good idea to go through all the basics. Just all your basic t-shirts, all your basic jeans, all the basics that we wear all year round. Just have a quick nosy at them. Did they survive the season that you're just coming out of? Is it time to replace it? Can they be used for something else, etc., etc. Maybe you have pieces that are in great nick and they can take you in through the next season, and that's fantastic because that way we're making the most of what we have. But have a good wardrobe reset. Organize your wardrobe. Just make sure it's nice, neat and tidy, that you know where everything is, that there's nothing hiding in the corners that you've forgotten about, and then have a good clear out of all the pieces that no longer serves you. One of the best ways to make sure that everything in your wardrobe serves you is to make sure that it all works for your body shape. And with that means that you need to know your body shape. Now, I have an entire video on how to find your body shape. So if you are not quite sure on yours, you can go and check that video out. It's always linked in the description box. But knowing your body shape, knowing what works for your body is half the battle. Because once you start curating a wardrobe of pieces that works perfect for your body shape, it's very, very easy and very simple to go in and apply the tips and tricks that I have here for you today, but also make the most of what you have. The same goes for knowing your colors. And colors, I know, is a little bit more difficult than knowing your body shape. I don't have a magic formula with a measuring tape that can magically tell you what colors to use for your skin tone. If it is a possibility for you, I do suggest you go and get a color analysis done. It can be quite expensive to get done. Me personally, I don't have that option. And even as a personal stylist, colors, in my personal opinion, is the most difficult thing to get right on anyone. Very much a trial and error, but I have a little clip here that I'm going to show you on how I personally do it and how I work it with my clients as well. It's not a set formula. If you can afford a color analysis, I do recommend it. But it's a little tip and trick that most of us mere mortals can try. Just start with a neutral base, pull your hair back, daylight, and then simply just put the colors to your face. Does it make you look alive or does it make you look flat? Very easy trick to know if you're wearing the right colors. Once you have a good idea of what works for your body shape, once you have a good idea of the colors that work for your skin tone, making more outfits, new combination with the pieces that you have is going to be so much easier. I just want to interject here that this is not meant to be something you do overnight. This is meant as a journey. It's going to take time to get to know your body shape and get comfortable with your body shape. It's going to take time to build up that confidence, to try new styles, to think outside of the box. Many of us, our style changes from day to day. Many of us are not set in a box in one style or the other. Many of us just like to experiment and to play around with fashion, and that is absolutely okay. You got to do what is best for you. This is simply just to get you on the right path of that mindset of how to make the most of what you have. One of the most common mistakes a lot of people do in their wardrobe is that they save a lot of the pieces they have for best. They save it for a special occasion when they're going out, a date night, etc., etc. But a lot of the pieces that people are saving for best could and should be incorporated into your everyday wardrobe. You can absolutely wear a glittery, sparkly, sequiny top to the office. It's all about how you style it. And if you want to know more about styling, you just need to watch all my other videos because I cover all these things in my styling videos. So I'm not going to go into details on how to style your best, but just stop saving those pieces for the best and use them in your everyday life because every day deserves a little bit of sparkle. The same goes for your accessories. Are you actually taking the time every day to add accessories to your wardrobe? Are you putting on your necklaces? Are you changing your earrings? Or are you just like me, popping on my watch and my rings and I'm at the door? Use those accessories. The same goes for your belt. It goes for a scarf, for instances. Don't forget your sunglasses and don't forget your handbag is part of your outfit. So is your outerwear. But take a bit of time and consider how you put that outfit together. Again, just watch out my styling video. I'll teach you as we go along. But using those accessories really can take an outfit from drab to fab, really make you find that style. So get stuck into those accessories, have a good rummage around, have a good clear out, make sure everything serves you, it's in good nick, just like when you were doing the wardrobe, but use those accessories. One of the biggest mistakes I have seen since I started working as a personal stylist, working with clients, is the use of shoes. Many of us forget that shoes are part of the outfit. And yes, absolutely, your shoes has to be comfortable. You have to be able to walk in them and spend the day in them. However, the style of your shoes transforms an outfit. And if you don't believe me, just look at this. So many of us are guilty of this one. We put together an outfit we love and then it comes to running out the door and we throw on our runners. They're comfortable, they're often multicolored, they're a little bit clunky. And yes, they're comfy, but honestly, it never looks good. Instead, look what happens when I change into a little pair of kitten heels. They are far more in proportion with my outfit. They elongate my legs and they're far more elegant. And all that clunkiness is gone. I can show you the same example just using boots. Here I'm wearing a Chelsea boot, a very trendy and fashionable and very practical boot. But again, they're very clunky on my feet. They make my legs look very stumpy and I look out of proportion. Whereas if I put on a more slimline boot, a more classic and elegant boot, all of a sudden I look better in proportion. My legs look much longer because it's simply just daintier on my leg. I hope you can see the difference a pair of shoes can make. Your shoes really can transform an outfit, so it's very, very important that you take into consideration the shoes that you wear whenever you get dressed. When you're creating outfits, a lot of the times you could wear the same outfit, but simply just change the shoes to change up the look. So really do, just like with your accessories and your wardrobe, have a good rummage around your shoes. See if you have any gaps there that maybe you need a white pair of sneakers. There would be a bonus in your wardrobe, or maybe you need a comfortable pair of kitten heels, etc. Have a rummage around and see what pieces you're missing. What do you have? Just make sure everything is comfortable and in good nick, and then swap and try around different shoes with different outfits to make the most of what you have. When it comes to making the most of what we have already and create new outfits, the best way to do it is to think outside the box. Literally, put together combinations that you would never have thought of putting together before, or you wouldn't have dreamt of putting together before. Mix and match colors that you would never have put in the same box before. Mix and match patterns and prints that you would never have put together before. It may not work. It may not be for you, and that's absolutely okay. But before you give up, make sure to add those accessories. Mix and match the shoes and just play around. It is literally to think outside the box, to kind of blow those walls away and just say, hey, let me try the crazies that I can. It is not easy to do. A lot of those outfits are never going to see the day of light outside of your wardrobe, and that's absolutely okay. But in order to make the most of what you have, you need to think outside the box and try combinations that you've never tried before. In order to be successful in making the most of what we have, it literally is trial and error. That is the final key point I have for you here today, trial and error. Don't be afraid to go into your wardrobe and try a new combination, even if they don't work out. Occasionally, you're going to find a combination that you will absolutely love, and that's going to be your new staple. No harm is going to be done by us standing in our wardrobe and trying on crazy combination. Trial and error, keep that in mind at all time. But I'll give you a little bonus tip just to make it a little bit easier for you. Once you try something new on, snap a photo of it. Whether you like it or not doesn't really matter, but snap a photo of the combination that you've come up with. You can then save that photo on your phone and you will have it as a reference for next time you're playing around in your wardrobe. Seeing a photo is like seeing someone else and not just yourself. Sometimes we can be very self-critical when we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. So by looking at a photo, sometimes it's a little bit easier to see it from a different perspective. Also, having a photos mean that you could actually share it with a loved one that you trust if you so wish and get their opinion. But trial and error is the key to making the most of what we have in our wardrobe. So go in and mix and match to your heart's content and make the most of what you have. I hope you find these tips and tricks helpful, and I hope that they can help you along your journey to make the most of your wardrobe. As I mentioned earlier on, in the description box down below, I have linked a couple of other helpful videos, but you can go and check my playlist if you want to see all the styling videos that I have, etc., etc. Loads of good videos depending on where you are at your stage in your journey. But that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.